Welcome everybody to Reunited, and it feels so meh. My name is Adam, your host, and your other host is so graciously here. His name is Alex, and he's about to say hello, isn't he?
Hello. I was gonna go into the that Australian bit again, but I forgot what it was.
We already did that. It's
I'm
also you just say
dumb.
no. You just say no. Remember? Or no,
Yeah.
it's yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah. The shy Australian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We also have another somebody on the line. A little lady.
Hey.
That's her name.
It's a little lady.
People are like, "Oh, we have someone."
This
I
is
don't go.
this is Sarah Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. That's who Adam was alluding to.
Hi,
Yeah,
Sarah.
when people are like, "Hi," when people are like, "We have a lady," I don't just go, "Sarah."
Me.
Yeah.
I did it.
It's
Me. Well, you should. Maybe you should consider it.
I know. This has changed me now.
No.
You've already given me so much. I'm done. See you later.
Take advantage
Alright.
of all the gifts we give.
There are so many. This podcast is just a wondrous cornucopia of gifts.
Wow.
Just like the use of the word cornucopia.
Yeah, this far from Thanksgiving too.
I know.
Wow. Wow.
I'm on
Every
top
day
of
is
my game
Thanksgiving
today.
in my book.
Wow. Vocabulary with Adam and Alex.
That's our new podcast. We're working on that.
Oh man, that would
Forthcoming.
like my vocabulary is so bad. It just consists of like the word fuck and like derivatives of that word.
Yeah. Well,
Like
you know,
that's
it takes you a long
about
way.
it.
You can use it in many different ways. Although we
That's
should
true.
start a word a day podcast. I think that would be good. It'll be about a minute long.
And it's just all terrible words.
Yeah, that way people will actually maybe listen to it instead of this.
Or you should just have it be like words used every day, like this.
So,
Yeah, because
sometimes
normally
pronounced
like those.
B.
Today's
Can I
word,
get the
cat.
Can I get the country of origin?
Somewhere.
Fucking everywhere. Shut up.
For English, America. Actually, that's not even right. It would be England, wouldn't it? Wow.
Close enough.
That's the English major, by the way, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Has a degree in English. Or American.
Hell yeah. Got my degree in
Americish.
American. Yeah. I should put that on my
It is-
resume.
That I'm sure that would be attractive to most
Sarah
companies
Johnson,
or
proud
businesses.
American.
And if they don't
Major-
hire you, they're terrorists.
Major, American. Minor, don't need one.
Justice.
Yeah. Minor, freedom. Screw you.
Applicable skills. Pride to be an American.
Pride to be an American.
Yeah, you know, it's something about grammar. Just because you're American doesn't mean you have bad grammar.
Sure.
Sure. So, we're going to dive on into something that we'd like to talk about. It's something that Alex and I have been kind of fleshing out the last couple weeks. Interesting
Yeah,
face that Sarah just made.
Oh, there's a toilet joke in there.
Yeah.
We've been
I said-
flushing it out.
I said
There's
fleshing, not flushing.
Oh, I heard flushing.
No,
Yeah, enunciate, man.
fleshing.
Take some
Fleshing.
American classes.
Alex and I have been fleshing out this bit of ours.
Yeah,
Alex,
we
it's your bit. So, would you care to explain?
Yeah, it's the idea of it's a stand-up comedian that only does bits like 24/7. He only does like observational bits, and it's in the vein of Jerry Seinfeld. And Adam has a far better Jerry Seinfeld than I do, so I think
Wow.
we're gonna have him play the character of what was it, Terry Steinberg?
Terry Steinberg is his name.
Yeah, his name is
And-
Terry Steinberg, and the bit is it's essentially like his it's the span of his marriage, and it just like slowly deteriorates the more he does bits.
Yeah,
So it starts with him and his wife at the altar, and he's just doing like observational comedy bits about marriage while they're being married because he physically can't stop coming up with material.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly his wife just gets like, she finds it funny at first. It's very charming. She's, it's an alluring quality. But then it just slowly starts going downhill to the point where like they're in marriage counseling and, their marriage crumbles. They get a divorce. And Adam and I both think it's really funny if it takes a really dark turn.
Yep.
But people I've talked to have been a little like they don't think it's as great an idea.
Well, this is actually a really good opportunity to get Sarah's opinion because Sarah has the only explanation we've really given Sarah is exactly the same thing that we just said.
Yeah, I just got it.
So you're a funny gal, Sarah.
Yeah.
You're a funny person. So it'd be good to get your opinion on the dark side here. So,
I feel like I need to hear it. Yeah, I need to hear you do it.
Oh boy, it's
we had talked about the dinner scene.
which one's that again?
We want to turn this where he like can't stop doing bits about baby carrots.
Jesus, yeah.
While they're at the dinner table.
So they're just eating dinner, and he looks down. And they're eating baby carrots, and he's like, "What's the deal with baby carrots? How did they come to be?
I think it would be funny.
Carrots fall in love."
That's a great impression. I think it'd be funny if like at first like the wife is kind of like smiling and nodding or whatever, and like it gradually gets like more and more pissed off. Where it's
that's
just
like we're at the point in the marriage where it's starting to crumble. It's pre-marriage counseling, but like
they're already married.
They're Adam and for the point of this, Adam and I are married. And he's doing bits about baby carrots, and it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. And like I'm envisioning her like flipping the fucking table over and being like, "Jesus Christ, Jerry!" and just like yelling at him at that point. But like before it.
That's the point where she breaks. She can't do it because that stupid baby carrot bit.
Or like she should say something like maybe all of a sudden it's that she thinks there's like the implication of her not being able to have kids, and that he's like making fun of the fact that
was actually something to it, wasn't it? Like she's infertile or something, and he can't.
Why can't you give me a real baby or something like that?
We had workshopped the idea that like he's still doing bits. Like they finally have a kid, and like he's doing bits in the delivery room. He's like, "What's the deal with placenta?" And like he just can't stop. He like just nonstop. And like she's giving birth, and she's just like trying to hit him, and like just not having any of it. And then they go to marriage counseling.
They call it the miracle of birth. I was there. Didn't look very miraculous.
So stupid.
It's more like a horror movie.
Oh my God.
So they get to marriage counseling, and they're going. He's doing bits during the session, like during all the sessions, and then
Because
like at the end,
turn it off. You just can't stop doing it.
At the end, the marriage counselor admits that he's thinking about trying a couple of open mics. He's like thinking about going up and trying a couple of open mics. He wants to be a stand-up. And the wife's just fucking pissed, and she's throwing shit around, and like he's like, "Oh, well, it's a great idea. There's a good spot over on 4th," and he's trying to give him advice. So like the marriage counseling doesn't work, and then they get divorced, and he does bits about divorce the whole time. We don't have all the jokes written yet, but
no,
but
his life
ends.
His life
Go ahead.
evolves
Go
to
ahead.
the point. Then this is the like, somewhat, I guess, so to speak, controversial part of where we think the bit should go. Is it gets so bad that he can't do anything. Like he can't get any jobs because he's not actually that funny, and like he can't hold up any relationships with anybody at all, like even platonic relationships, because everyone's just sick of his bullshit. But he can't get away from it, and he can't stop doing it. So he gets to the point where he wants to commit suicide, and even as he's like committing suicide, he still does the bit. So like, what's the deal with killing yourself?
Or like he writes a note like, "What's the deal with people writing these notes? Like, why do you care?" Like it's like a really sad note.
Nobody
it's
liked
like-
me anyway.
Yeah,
Why
where
don't
it's
they
kind
want
of
to know
like,
why I died?
yeah, it's like half bits, and then half of it is him like actually being really sad. Where it's like, these things are so stupid, just like me in my life, pathetic, worthless, pointless, like all this stuff.
And then I wanted the camera to just like pan out outside the hotel room that he's staying in, and you just hear a gunshot, and that's like the end. That's the
like-
end of the video.
Because the funny part is that he's still doing it, even all the way up to the point where, like, he's driven all of his life to this really sad existence, but he still can't not do the shitty bits.
I think it's like funny if he dies by like trying to kill himself by falling on a banana peel, or trying to kill himself trying to do like trying to like have some old joke like finally come to fruition. I don't know. Like squirts himself in the eye with a flower that has like cyanide in it or something instead of water. I don't know. Just throwing it
If he
out.
were a clown, that would work.
That's true. I'm partial to clowns. That's probably why I'm. Actually, I hate clowns, but I don't know.
Who doesn't?
It's true.
So anyway, that's our
Clowns hate clowns.
bit idea.
That's our yeah.
I think it's got
Sarah-
some good potential.
Sarah, do you want to play the wife?
Yeah, I do.
We're
I want to
Alright.
play the.
We're making
I
a
want to
TV
play the
show.
wife, but yeah, like
I want to turn it into like a YouTube video.
We just had like a visual storyboard right there. That's the entire season.
okay.
It's only one season.
Watch it. You know how it ends, but anyway,
It's all about
Maybe
the
it
process.
doesn't. Who knows?
it's true. I think yeah, I like it. I think that there's some really good Jerry Seinfeld impressions going on there. You could also incorporate Ray Romano. You just have to get a bubble in your throat.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just have to somehow drink a lot of milk, and then you get a bubble in your throat.
drink a lot of milk.
Speed
and sound
drink
like
milk.
Ray Romano.
Yeah. Like, then you just kind of have that thing going on.
Deborah.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden you're the mammoth from Ice Age, just from drinking milk.
Marty, isn't that his name? Marty the Mammoth.
I hope so.
I don't know.
I hope it is too.
It sounds great. That sounds good.
If it's not, you got another bit.
Also, if I'm right, I'm really sad about that.
I don't know if it's Marty.
Oh, I
Do you-
totally don't know that movie at all.
I've never even heard of it.
I
don't
never
love that
even
movie.
cried during it. I never even did.
Not once.
I was never even sad. I was never even happy when Queen Latifah voiced the mammoth that was the girl. I didn't even really care at all, actually.
Yeah, Queen Latifah falling in love with Ray Romano.
That's a visual.
That's an interesting direction to have taken that story.
Yeah, it's almost as ridiculous as the movie she was in with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
that-
Taxi.
Driver.
Oh my gosh.
Taxi Driver is the De Niro movie.
The Robert De Niro movie where...
I don't know.
That's a good movie.
Did you guys ever
Yeah.
see The Last Holiday, where she was co-starring Ladies Love Cool James, also known as LL Cool J, where she co-starred with him, and it was like, the premise of it was that she was
He
given
couldn't
these...
stop licking his lips.
He just says he was
just
just
like
waiting
our
to
bit.
get he was waiting to get the call back for NCIS. No, the premise was that like she got this fatal diagnosis or something, and then she went on this like crazy spending spree, and then it turned out that they gave her the wrong diagnosis, and they're just like, oh shoot, it's all in good fun, and I'm like, I would murder whoever was like, hey, you have a cancer that's going to kill you within 3 weeks, and then they just show the doctor being like, oh, I feel really bad, like I gave her the wrong diagnosis. It's like, oh, well, you're going to lose your license, like you're going to get sued. It's not like,
Yeah, like
a
malpractice.
shoot.
There's that.
I don't know, but then her and Ladies Love Cool James end up together, and I believe
I never knew what the LL stood for, so thank you.
You're
Or
welcome.
the J. Only the cool.
And Timothy Hutton. Are you guys familiar with him? He's in it.
No, I'm still blown away by the LL Cool J thing.
Sorry. He needs a moment.
I do. I never knew.
He needs to...
You should definitely double check me, because I could have just made that up once and then convinced myself it was true.
Hold on.
I'd
Research
rather
department
stick
says
with yours. It's better.
You know
That's
what?
kind of like
Yeah,
the
no,
mammoth
it's
thing, where
it's
like
better not
I'll
to
look it
know.
up. Are you looking it up?
I was
I
going
need
to,
to
but
know
now I
now.
don't want to.
I need to know. I gotta know if I'm right. I'm gonna be real impressed.
I got to know.
I'm gonna be real
Cool
happy.
J name. I hope that's the only time.
I'm gonna be more embarrassed if it's wrong.
James is his actual name.
Oh god, yes.
All right, let's go to Wikipedia. Born in
Say what-
1968.
Oh god,
He is a
he's a
pulling up on
good-looking
50
guy.
soon.
Yeah.
No Shamar Moore, but still good looking. I love
Say,
Shamar.
it's the guy from Criminal Minds, right?
Shamar Moore, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Hello,
We gotta. No.
This is shout out
Oh,
to
you're
Shamar.
right. Wikipedia confirms.
I can't tell you what photosynthesis is, but I can tell you that LL Cool J stands for Ladies Love Cool James.
James Todd Smith, a.k.a. Ladies Love Cool James, a.k.a. LL Cool J.
Do you think he
Damn.
came up with that himself? Come on, like I gotta think of a rap name.
I
Like,
have
ladies,
to imagine.
Yeah, ladies love Cool James. Like that's how he came up with it.
It's just like a fact. Ladies
Yeah.
do love Cool James.
That's how I
He
came
was
up
just.
with
He was just Cool J before.
PHSJ. People hate Sarah Johnson. That's how I came up with my street name. Look at Adam. Adam's still reading about.
I'm reading, I'm sorry. I'm totally checked out. I'm reading his biography. So this is an interesting decision, the way that they chose to write his early life bio.
Was in the ministry.
LL Cool J was born James Todd Smith on January 14th, 1968 in Bayshore, New York, to James and Andrea Smith, a.k.a. LL Cool J, in March 1984. So I don't know if, like, his parents
what?
are combined LL Cool J, and maybe he's, like, named that now in respect to them.
So it should be LL Cool JJ. Ladies love Cool James Jr.
Right. Or
I was just taking it all.
what about Esquire?
I just.
And I guess to be a lawyer for that, but why not?
Can you look up what 2 Chainz's old rap name was while you're on Wikipedia?
Yeah,
Can
might
you
as
look
well.
up what his
I'm still here.
old
2 Chainz.
my favorite rap name of all time? Just I don't know. I think
2 Chainz?
yeah. The former.
Oh,
rapper.
by the way, it's the number 2 and not spelled out 2.
Yeah,
Very, very important distinction.
they're really
Wikipedia
different.
tells me. You want to know what his real name is?
I know what his real name. I know what his real name and his former name is, but I would like for you to tell all of your listeners.
No, I see
What
his
is
former name as well. First of all, we'll start low and
Am I,
high.
am I in for a treat? Am I in for a treat?
Oh
here?
my gosh! Get to the table because you're in for a treat.
His real name, by the way, is Tauhid Epps. I don't even know if I
Tauhid?
pronounced his actual first name right because it's
Tawhid!
yeah, I think that's how you say it actually. Very aggressively.
It's a yell.
Mhm.
It's a chant.
It's a shout. Better known by his stage name, formerly Titty Boy. Spelled B-O-I. Boy, Titty Boy. I believe is how you pronounce that spelling of boy.
Like his 2 names aren't even similar.
No, he was on the Pete Holmes show for an episode back when that was on the air. They brought Pete to the BET Awards, and now that you mentioned it, I thought they were joking, but they mentioned it on the episode,
Well,
and I just
was
thought
like
it was
crying.
a joke.
I once
But his real
looked-
name is Titty Boy.
I once read about 2 Chainz for like an hour and a half because I
He had a
started
lot
reading.
going on.
Yeah, I'm busy, but I like started
Got a
reading
lot of
about
2
it.
Chainz research to do.
Yeah, I started reading about him. I
for a
couldn't
book.
stop. Yeah, it's for my
Reading a book.
biography of 2 Chainz. Called 1 Chain, 2 Chain, 3 Chains, 4.
Red chains, blue chains.
Yeah, chains galore. That's what it's called.
Oh boy.
Thanks for
Man,
that.
that really just... Check out this segue. Man, did that just really brighten up my day, Adam.
oh, Did it ever, Alex?
Oh, God.
Did it
You
ever?
know what else brightens my day?
Which brings us what,
The
Adam?
small things in life.
Oh man, the small things in
One
life.
might even say all the small things.
All the small things.
And Alex, what is all the small things?
All the small things are the little things in life that can either make your day or
Yeah.
break it. So, do you got well, I'm not going to showbiz this. I know you got a couple of good ones. So you want to kick this
I
one
always
off?
have at least something. Yeah, I might as well. So my small thing is related to the bus. I've been taking the bus a lot lately to go to work because I hate driving in the city, as I think we've documented on this show a couple times before. So, fun story, sidetrack here, but I just saw in the Seattle Times this morning, literally the headline of the article was, "Why do so many people drive Subarus in Seattle?" It's a problem.
Did you feel vindicated?
It is
there?
a problem that needs to be addressed, and now it has. The dialogue is open. This is good. Our city is on its way up.
All right, now on to the
Anyway.
small thing.
Back to where I was. So I've been taking the bus a lot, and there is one type of person, particularly who rides the bus, who I have grown to detest, and that is the person who wears their fully loaded backpack on their back on the bus. This person. So the thing is, human beings are not designed to really be aware of something hanging off of their back. We don't have really great spatial awareness for anything behind us. And when the backpack is literally 2 feet long because it's that full, that's just like 2 feet of something connected to your body that's swinging around back there on very tight quarters. Buses are not very roomy if you've ever ridden one.
I haven't. You're really painting this picture.
Well, let me tell you,
for
Sarah, they're not roomy.
That's
They're
how
a tad
roomy
bit-
they
They're
are.
a tad bit cramped.
They're
And
not.
there's one person in particular that really drove this one home for me. There was this guy. He was like like I just said, his backpack was packed to the gills, like the seams were about to burst, and he decided to stand right next to me on the bus as I was sitting down. And he was very fidgety. He wouldn't just stand in one fucking spot. He would like try and move around. And on more than one occasion on this bus ride, his backpack just hit me in the face. and he didn't even realize it because he just doesn't know, and the backpack's so full of shit you can't feel anything. So he just kept popping me in the face, and I don't know why I didn't say anything. It was because I'm like super passive aggressive, and don't like confrontation. So I didn't say a single thing. I just stewed about it so that I can bitch on this podcast. But it's the fucking worst. If you've ever done it, I forgive you, but don't do it again, listeners. It's very, very inconsiderate.
You've been warned.
And it ruined the rest of my day. I was in a bad fucking mood because this dude's dirty, smelly backpack was just popping me in the face.
It's a rough day.
It was a rough
day.
day.
All right.
What's yours?
Should we? Mine. Man, mine is how dumb I am.
Go on.
That's my small thing for the week. I have like so little like marketable skills. Like I don't have a lot of them. And that like anytime I can use one of my marketable skills, I can't help but say yes.
Okay.
And it's not biting me in the ass. Like it usually ends up it usually does bite me in the ass. Like I always say yes. Oh, sure, I'll play with, like for this week it's a musical that's going to take up the next 2 months of my life. And it's not great. The caliber of musician is not what I'm used to. And like, they were like, "Hey, we need a drummer," and my dumb self was just like, "I do that. I can do that. I'll help no matter what it is." I'm just a big dumb Labrador Retriever. Just somebody said want to go for a walk, and I'm like, "Oh," and I just come running. So now I'm stuck with this fucking.
So what is
thing,
this musical?
And I like. We're doing Damn Yankees. It's a good musical. I like the show.
My dad was in that when he was younger.
It's really jazzy, and like jazz is an area of my expertise. So like, I am pretty well equipped to play this music. I am but I'm just really regretting saying yes. I shouldn't have.
Now you're tied into it. Can't back out.
Yeah.
Could you back out?
No. I wish I could. I got there and there was no bass player and no keyboardist. So, like, literally no rhythm section besides me. And, like, as a drummer, no bass player, that's, like, the
Time
worst
to shine,
thing.
baby.
It just sucks.
Gonna be a
I hate
star.
playing without a bass player.
Let him take you there, honey. Let him take you there.
I hate it. I hate playing without a bass player, and there's no
Tell me
bass
about
player, and there's no piano, and it just sucked. And just because, like, hey, we need a drummer, and I was like, okay. I just couldn't help myself.
Should have asked me.
Yeah, man, I'll fly in.
Should have asked Sarah Johnson.
Boom chick.
Sarah, we do need an auxiliary percussionist for the show, because we don't have that either. Do you want to play?
Not only do I
Just
not
say-
live there,
Just say no. Just straight
Also,
up no.
especially no.
It's what I should have
The
done.
listeners may be
You're gonna be
pleased to
great.
know that because of this musical, Alex was an hour late.
and then an hour and a half
yeah.
because he had to get his jug of water out of the fridge.
Yeah.
He's
After his
got
long
it.
and difficult rehearsal, he had to stop our podcast. in
Hydrated.
mid-swing.
I'm hydrated. I'm very well hydrated
God.
now. That's my small thing for the week. Sarah, would you like to share a
How
small
about a
thing
guest
for the
small
week?
thing?
Yeah, I don't really know if this will count, but I today was driving home from work and I had been kind of irritated leaving work because there's this thing that happens when you work in retail, which is that people are, especially on Sundays, don't know like when your store closes. And so I, like the whole day, had barely a customer at all, and I was the manager, like on duty, whatever, working the whole day. And then 10 minutes before we closed, everyone invited everyone to come in and buy 77 candles and like whatever. And they're out of there pretty soon, but it just like it bothers me that people like don't think to look and see when stores are closing.
It's very easy to do that
And,
these days.
The lights turn off in the store. I like half of the lights turn off, and people just kind of are like, "Oh, I guess it might be lightning out." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's the store closing. Like, it's not. It's sunny out, and it's not. It's not that." But so it's kind
No,
of
it's not
like,
lightning. Just go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
yeah, it's kind of just time to go home. But
Maybe all the candles
uh,
will light the store.
so then, yeah. Is this when they turn on? But I was, so I was driving home from work, and I was like, oh, whatever, you know. And then I saw these two kids riding bikes, and saw them, like, feverishly trying to pop wheelies. Like, not like they were trying to, like, not like they were doing it in a cool way, where it was, like, I could almost hear them being like, and, like, trying to, like, pull their, like, bikes up to do it. And then they were, like, coming to a curb, and I don't know if this is still, like, a thing with youth culture, but I remember, when I was younger, when you jumped over a curb, it was kind of like a rush, because you're like, oh, God, can I do it? And these kids were being so dramatic about, like, going over these curbs. Like, there was a ramp, it was motocross, like, all of it.
Were they
And
riding
so
the speed of your
this
car?
guy-
Is that like, because it sounds like a
They thought they were. They were
100 miles
riding-
an hour, baby.
Yeah, they had to have been like middle school aged kids, and the one in front just like took the curb on like it was his last feat. Like he took it on, he was like, I'm good, and then he just like went for it, and I just saw in his face everything had really led up to that. And I like took it in for a second, and then I just lost it in my car because it was so funny to me that these kids were like low riding on their bikes in the streets. I don't know. That was just really great for me to see kids out like popping wheelies and just really going for it. I
Going
don't
for
know.
gold.
It was really intense for me, but that just kind of made me feel better about everything.
They didn't eat it like Pee-wee
I'd definitely say
Adventure
yeah.
style.
I
Curb.
Yeah.
I thought the story was heading for a face first, face plant.
It probably did eventually. I just drove by because I drive a car because I'm over the age of 14, so
didn't stop and hang
I don't take my bike. Yeah. Hey guys,
You
got
didn't
another
pop some
bike?
wheelies?
Can I try?
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to see someone go over a curb and then just steal his bike and leave, and then take
Put
one
it in your
out.
car and drive
That's what I
away.
would've done. Yeah, put it in
So
my
last
2001.
weekend, last weekend I had to march a parade with 2 different drum lines. So I was going to ride a bike with one of them and then circle around and catch the other one.
Like
I was trying to get
literally
paid
we're going
twice.
to be riding a bike.
Is what I was
in the middle
doing.
of the parade.
Yeah, I had a shirt on. It was all good. I was
Thank
with
God.
the school, but
As opposed to when you don't
thank
have
God,
a shirt
yeah.
on usually.
I had a school shirt on.
My
That's
usual
what I
bike
meant.
attire is shirtless.
Dick. Clearly. But the parade started, and I was kind of like being an asshole about it. And I was like weaving in between the high school drum line, just trying to distract them. And this was like right before the parade started. Parade started, and then I went to pedal, and the bike just didn't work. Like, I can't.
Like did it freeze?
So it lasted pretty much, and like something broke. So that lasted all of 10 seconds.
You were
And
not
then I just
popping
walked-
wheelies.
No, I just walked the bike next to the band like for the rest of the parade.
Head hung low.
I was still like trying to do my job and be like, no, we gotta tighten this up. That's gotta sound better. Oh,
So-
good.
so
good
was your
job
plan
there.
to-
just like
Yeah, this is
Originally
my
do
bike.
that while you were riding a bike? Like be the
Yeah.
bicycling teacher?
uh-huh.
Did
That
you
was
have a
the plan.
whistle?
They don't. I wanted a walkie-talkie.
No luck though? No dice?
I wanted because I got to talk to the other.
Oh, I was gonna say,
To
and
the
then
other
give
directors.
everyone in the band the ability
Yeah.
to hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm at the back and the other directors are at the front, so
I
a
see.
walkie-talkie
I
would have
see.
been great. Yep. That's about the age level
Well,
we're
I
dealing
think
with.
that was a pretty good segment that we like to call
All the small things.
All the Small Things.
I didn't know if
No,
I
it's
was
fine.
supposed to say. Okay.
No, we'll put music
I was
there.
just
don't worry.
being a dick.
Well, it was just I just didn't even dive in. I just
We'll cut the Blink
Mm-hmm.
182 song in there.
So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back with segment
I'm
2, where we dive a little bit more into the life of our guest, Miss Sarah Johnson.
Yippee!
Welcome back, everybody, to segment 2 of Reunited. It feels so much. I am, as always, your host, Adam, if you haven't been listening. And if you haven't been listening, I guess you should also be introduced to Alex Jagger, our co-host.
Hello.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Alex.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Thanks so much.
No problem.
And with us for segment 2 is Sarah Johnson.
hey.
Sarah Jane Johnson.
And that's all, folks.
That's
We're
it.
done.
So that was good.
Have a good day.
Album forthcoming, so check it out. See.
Just been reminiscing about Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, it started again. I can't. I'm like
Hard-
crying.
It's hard not
I
to.
can't.
It's hard not to.
And knitting. And knitting.
This is some great podcasting.
This is so bad. I'm sorry.
It's really the.
It's a huge plug for Pee-wee's Big
So, this is the interview portion of our show, where we are going to get to know Sarah Johnson a little better. We are going to start off with our set of 3 questions that we've been asking all of our recent guests lately, just to see,
Recently?
recently, yeah.
Lately.
Lately, recently, whatever.
As of late.
Shut up. I've had it up to here with you, Adam.
What's
Anyway.
the deal?
Anyway, the first question we'll do. Sarah, over here. Thank you. She was distracted.
I'm shifty.
Yeah, definitely shifty. Anyway, the first question is: what is your celebrity same-sex crush?
Oh,
Ooh.
for sure, Kristen Bell, because I love Kristen Bell. I'm gonna say 3. I would say her, Rashida Jones, and There's like 3 that are always my clutch, and I can't remember what the third one is right now. Emma Stone. That's it. Emma Stone, Rashida Jones, and
I thought you were gonna say Rachel Ray.
I was gonna say Rachel Dratch, and that's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I meant to say.
Rachel Ray.
how like specific would that be? But yeah, for sure, Emma Stone, Kristen Bell, and Rashida Jones.
All right.
Knocked them out.
Asked for one,
Good.
she gave us 3. Solid answer.
What a value.
Thanks to me. All right, so we had a good run there.
Passes the savings on to us.
Question number 2. There's a little more meat on the bone on this one here. What is the biggest lie you've ever told?
I have to think about that. I tell white lies a lot, but never to hurt people, just to like get out of doing stuff. But
It's understandable.
the biggest lie I've ever told. Oh my gosh, I don't want to say something that's going to get me like fired, or that's going to like get my degree revoked, or something like that. No, I've never done.
These are some pretty big lies.
Yeah.
No.
I've got some
man.
things like that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like this is like a lackluster answer, but I feel like I have like small lies that have accumulated, because I'm not like a big liar. Sorry, I'm just a really good person.
She's just a good, honest person.
I will say, okay, here's like one, but it's from a really long time ago, so I don't know if it counts. But
Go for it.
when I was younger, I went to a Catholic school, and I learned how to light matches because I was a server. Very progressive church. Women could not only make eye contact with the priest, but could serve. So it was very progressive in that sense.
Wow. Yeah.
Without being burned. I should reference that too. But so I learned how to light matches, and one time I sat in the back of the church and like lit matches, and they thought the church had started on fire because I just kept lighting matches and blowing them out. And I was like so intrigued because I was like, "You guys watch this," and I just kept lighting them, and then they would like extinguish, and then I lied and said that I didn't do it. So it kind of is like a double lie because I was in church, and I lied because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Super lie.
And then I got in even
It's a
bigger
super
trouble because they
lie.
found out it was me. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal because the church wasn't on fire, and matches are a really important thing that you need to have. So
And they're fun.
yeah. So that would be
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a funny one too. It's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right. Final question.
Final
You
question.
are gifted a time machine that goes back. You know how time machines, they go backwards or forwards.
Sure.
This one only goes backwards.
Because let's be honest.
All right. This is a dumb setup. You have a time machine. What would you,
know what?
tell?
I'll do you one better, Alex. What would you tell high school
boy.
you if you had the
Oh
chance?
my gosh.
Boom.
Time machine
Boom.
stuff not involved.
Yeah, it was a poor setup. I need to work on that.
I guess
The premise was stupid. Yeah.
I would have like a real answer and then a fake answer. My real answer would be to care less, because I think that in high school you care so much about like what people think and what people are saying, what you look like, and all this dumb shit. And I guess I still care, but I care so much less now because I'm much more aware of what matters and what doesn't, and like everyone caring about what everyone thinks of you like doesn't matter. And then the one I wouldn't like say, but the one that I would feel, is to stop wearing flare jeans because they're not like they don't look good on anyone. And so we got
Good.
one that's super real.
That's important.
Yeah, and to not wear flare jeans anymore. I don't know, probably something with like my eyebrows too, because I had really weird eyebrows in high school. I know you guys won't remember that because you guys saw me for who I was.
Yeah.
No, I just saw you for your eyebrows.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you'd be my friend then, but so yeah, care less and stop wearing flare jeans would be would be my two. And eat more cafeteria food.
Yeah, that great cafeteria food that we had.
I miss Rubik's so bad. You guys don't even understand. Do you guys realize like how
barbecue Thursday?
Yeah, do you realize how good we had it at lunch? Like when we would have like Alex, didn't we have like that one period or that one year where like we had like a
We had a study
period
hall.
right before lunch. And so
During-
we had like
Yeah, so we got like a 2-hour lunch, or like on Tuesdays it was like a fucking 3-hour lunch.
yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was
and like
great.
And I think about how now I eat like a yogurt in a cold back room and think about like my broken dreams and like that when that happened it was like let's get this Rubik's out of this tinfoil, let's dip it in some ketchup and let's have a good time. Let's have a conversation and let's be friends and talk about the new Chingy album or something like that, you know?
Alex, do you remember the rapidly declining quality of the cafeteria food from when we started to when we ended?
Yeah, it was pretty
Like
great.
when we began high school, there was a cart that sold cookies. It was the sole purpose
cookie
was
cart.
to sell cookies, and they sold cookie sandwiches.
Yep,
that was,
the CFCs,
they
the
were-
cream-filled cookies.
They were just it was frosting. That was it,
Yeah.
just frosting in between.
And now I'm remembering there's a line that was specifically just pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was pizza, and then
They
I
had a
remember
cart. There
one
was another
day.
cart. That wasn't even a shadow in our mind when we left that place.
No,
I took it for
there was one day Chris and I went up to get pizza, and I told the lady I wanted some pepin sauce, as in short for pepperoni and sausage, and she stared at me like I was the world's biggest dummy. And then I was like, I would like some pepperoni and sausage, please. Like I just had to backtrack so quickly because she was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me, kid? Pepin sauce? That's what you're giving me? You
I always
fucking
remember-
idiot."
I always remember, like, I would have homework, and it would be just, like, my homework, and then Chris would be doing his homework, and it would be, like, triple algebra times physics and, like, chemistry also. And he was just, like, casually doing it. And I was like, you guys, I have to figure out what this rhetorical term means. I have to look it up on the internet. And, like, he was, like, doing science in his head. And I was like, oh, well. I was like, let me go find a definition while you defy time and space really quick. Just give me a second. Like, let me
And then
complain.
there was
Smarter than all of us.
then there was me that just didn't do my homework and just practiced. I just
Yeah.
went to the band room.
See you guys later. I always think about that cafeteria, and I don't know if you know this, but shout out to my sister who tells me that the jukebox that used to be in the cafeteria was taken out because she played Stairway to Heaven so many times on it with Elaine that it was taken out because everyone complained so much about Stairway to Heaven playing over and over and over and over again. So
I thought it was knocking on heaven's door.
could have been that. Could have been that. Heaven.
John Hestigan was in on that too.
Yeah, it could have been that one.
And like
too.
there was just like one guy that just kept going, "Bro, seriously, bro, come on!" And like the next the song would come up again, and be like, "Gah!"
Oh my gosh.
To the point where he got like really mad and like unplugged it and like they were like throwing shit at it.
And we used to watch
It was funny,
Maury.
there's a John Mulaney bit about that.
Is there?
Yeah, he did the exact same thing when he was 10.
And we used to watch Maury.
At a diner.
Remember we watched Maury in the
Oh
cafeteria?
my god!
And then that one
that
teacher
and
turned out.
The Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Price is Right. I remember Mr. Benrud, the gym teacher, and I would get into like Price is Right bidding wars because like I watched a lot of Price is Right
Because he was
and
a
I
gym
got-
teacher. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
he was a gym teacher, and I watched a lot of Price is Right, and I was good at it.
I love Mr.
He was pretty
Benner.
good, too.
I love Mr. Benner.
He got fired.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did. There's like no teachers there anymore that like I had when I was there.
Bix.
Besides
Oh,
Mr. Swerman,
God.
yeah. Who doesn't
I
know.
see him every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Mr. Swerman would point to me, call me Carrie, and then not correct himself. He would just be, and it would
And
be,
then just go, "Go."
yeah, and I was like a senior, so Carrie had been gone for 3+ years, and he would just point he would just point to me and go, Carrie, could you try it a little louder that time? Could you try it a little louder this time? And I was like, Carrie's not here. Carrie lives in Minneapolis. She graduated a long time ago, and we don't look alike, and there's no reason for you to be calling her. Like, So he started calling.
Probably because you had similar last names.
He started calling me Miss Johnson.
That sounds about right.
So
All right.
So diving into the actual interview here.
Yeah.
What's up, Sarah?
Yeah.
What you doing with your life?
Oh, hey, what's up?
it's a loaded question.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god, hey guys.
Fancy meeting you here.
Hey. How did you find me? I nothing.
Isn't
Find
that-
you in 2
Isn't that
seconds.
just like the Thanksgiving question? Like, that your family asks every
Yeah.
Thanksgiving? Like,
Seriously,
it's the worst.
um,
We're just a couple of dicks asking terrible
you're
questions.
all of my great aunts at once. I am just living my life. I graduated in December, and since then, I've stayed in Eau Claire and just kept working. I have my website that I work on every once in a while. And then I've been writing a lot of stuff on the side too. I'm a ghostwriter for a company. I just broke my earphone. That's like really up to date though. Sorry, I should have been more gradual. That literally just happened.
Okay,
Good, we're getting
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. What's a ghostwriter? Because I hope it's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, I write for a
What
ghost.
she does for this website.
Oh,
This is part.
Is it about
Please let me-
ghosts?
Let me explain, Sarah, what you do.
okay. Please.
What she does is for this website, she gets out of a car and
Okay.
runs alongside it as it's driving down the street, and then hops back in.
Oh,
I don't think...
Ghost Rider? Is that what you're referencing?
So that's the bit I was doing there.
Or is it? Are you doing Ghost Rider or Ghost Rider
It's
2?
Ghost Riding the Whip is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Said the whitest people on the...
Gosh, guys,
Oh,
we're funny.
Sarah, it's
actually called
Riding
Ghost
the Whip.
Riding the Whip.
The Whip.
No whip.
Well, I do say.
I was like
We're not
completely
doing that
numb
again.
to that joke.
We're not doing that again.
I was completely numb to it. I was just like, I don't know. I was not on board with that. But yeah,
okay.
ghostwriting is it's kind of like a paranormal experience. You have to find a ghost wanting to write a memoir, but obviously ghosts cannot hold pens, so that's where I come in.
Are you joking? Because if this is a real thing, I'm so excited.
No, Alex, I'm not joking. Yeah, obviously I'm joking.
I can't tell. You're such a sarcastic person. I couldn't tell
As
if you were
cool
being
as that
real.
would be, that's not what I do. Though I hope to do that.
See,
someday.
now I don't know where the fuck you're coming from.
Okay, I'll tell you an
Now,
actual.
like
I'm gonna say.
I'm disappointed now.
I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry.
Got my hopes up, and now I'm just bummed.
I'm gonna tell you what an actual ghostwriter is. It's not as cool. Well, it's kind of cool, but it's not also that cool. So, basically, what ghostwriting is where you write content for like other websites. Like I'm currently doing it for. I do it through this kind of local agency, I guess you could call it, and I'm doing it for like an insurance company in California. So basically, I just write the content for their blog posts, and then they post it as their own. Like I write in their voices, and then they post it on their websites and use like my content. And it's really cool because, like, as a writer, there's not a lot of things you can get paid to write when you're just out of college, because most of the things you write, like, you have to pay to write, or like. For me, like, I'm in the very early stages of writing a book, and so a lot of, like, what that's going to be is me, like, begging people to publish me and paying a lot of my own money to, like, have published. So ghostwriting is kind of a cool way to, like, keep writing and have, like, a purpose while doing it, and also, like, use what you know with writing and actually, like, apply it. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, so I do that, and
What kind of stuff do you write?
what?
What kind of stuff do you write?
I just finished doing some work for a dog training kennel, like a dog kennel in Ireland.
Fucking
So
yeah.
did you get to use? Did you try to write in an Irish accent?
I did. I didn't try. I did.
I succeeded, damn
Yeah.
it. Boyo.
Yeah, I just kept watching.
Sometimes you have to tell your dog to heel.
I just kept watching the Disney Channel original movie Luck of the Irish over and over and over again, and then finally perfected it, and then I wrote that accent.
That's smart. Good work.
But it's kind of fun too because I don't have to like write in my voice, because I love writing post for my website and stuff, and like as a writer, it's fun to like find your own voice in your writing and use it, but it's also really fun to be like, these people want this voice, so I can write it this way, because it makes you like really versatile. Like for the insurance one, I don't have to necessarily try to have a voice as much because it's really informational. And then for the dog one, I had to be like kind of playing into like the stay-at-home moms, so I had to be like, "God, is your pup feeling down today?" Like stuff like that. So that was kind of fun, and I also love dogs, so that was really great. But yeah, and so I'm planning to move to the Milwaukee area actually within the next hopefully month. I've been applying for like a few jobs down there, and my ultimate goal is to be in Chicago, and so that's a really good transition spot for that. And so I've been applying to a lot of jobs there, and hopefully when I'm there, I can do more stuff with my website, with my book, and then I'm also starting a blog, or I'm in the early stages of starting a blog too, so.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, like, you obviously have a lot of ambitions, which is really cool, which we'll get to, I think, in a bit here. But let's first talk about your blog, because it's very funny.
Thanks.
Called The Human Octopus, is that right?
That's what it's called. No! God, yeah. Yes, that's
Oh,
what
shit.
it's called. No, that's what it's called. Sorry.
That's right. That's our next guest. their comedy life blog.
Yeah. Be so specific to get wrong. Or, like, that would be... Like, did I get that wrong? No, it's actually the yellow polka dot. I don't know where you got the human octopus. That's really random. But, yes, it's thehumanoctopus.com.
It's very funny. I would suggest all of the 10 people listening to this should pop on to Sarah's blog and read all of her blog posts.
Yeah. We posted something on our Facebook page about it a couple months back.
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's... I'm pretty proud of it.
Coincidentally it's pretty coincidental that we posted that the day we agreed to schedule this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know how those two things lined up.
I don't know. It's almost like...
I was just really excited about this interview here. That I couldn't, like, I was like, well, I probably should wait to do this, but fuck it, let's do it now.
We've been waiting with bated breath.
No, it's... yeah, it's a really cool... It's like a fun thing for me to do, and I don't know, I'm proud of how far it's come. I'm kind of working on getting, like, new visual things for it, and like I said, I'm planning on starting a vlog, so hopefully that'll kind of, like, coincide with it a little bit, but yeah, it kind of just... I don't really know. A lot of people ask me how I thought of the human octopus, and I don't really know. So, get that out of the way. But I started it I think it's like almost a year now. It's just under a year, last summer. And then I like turned it into a full website in October. And I guess the premise for me was just to like be able to write stuff and have it out there, which is really cool. Like, again, as a writer, you don't get to do that. But now you can do it really easily because there's like blogs everywhere, and it's... like, it's really easy for you to be able to, like, start your own whatever. And my former roommate owns a branding company with Grace and Gold, and so she did, like, all the website stuff for it, like, the stuff that I don't really understand, and she figured all of that out and made it look really nice, and so that was really awesome, and
Yeah, I mean, it looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all her. Andra Dolores Sparky. She got married, but I'm still used to calling her by her unmarried name. But,
Suck it, husband.
yeah, screw you, Brent. No. But yeah, all of that credit goes to her and her partner, Kelly Zuge, who both, like, created the entire website. But, yeah, I have a really good time with it. Sometimes it's hard for me to, like, I'll write a million things and then be like, this is going to be funny to my two friends and maybe my mom, and so sometimes I have to like revise what I'm writing because I'm like, this is not going to be universally funny. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of gradually continuing to like blossom into where I want it to be, so that's all I can do.
That's cool. And I think Alex and I can relate to that, considering the majority of the shtick that we do on this podcast is funny to just like that bit we just spent the entire first segment trying to explain.
Yep.
Well, and I think you're right. Like, one of the things that's hard is having all these ambitions and having all of these visions of what you want something to be, and then finding the means to actually create it. Because that's one of the things with my website too, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to write this, this, and this, but then at the same time coming up with all the content for it and wanting to incorporate visuals, but then not knowing which ones to include and everything, it can be really hard. Or like right now I'm trying to get different pictures taken, and so I don't like necessarily have the funds to have like professional pictures taken for it. So then it's, you know, figuring out how to do that and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's still like, again, it's really cool that we live in a time period where you can like make things like that happen without having to like necessarily do your job. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like my website is kind of my job, but not really, because I have fun doing it, and I like.
Well, it's much more accessible to be able to do stuff like this podcast. Like we can buy a couple of $40 mics and download a free recording program and music sound editing program, and put this piece of shit up online every weekish.
With this
week-ish.
Put our shitty baby.
We've gone. It's been a dry spell. But
Yeah, and that's all my fault.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I think it speaks to like, there's definitely like a difference between, like what you do and what we do. Mostly in the sense that like, you tailor, or you constantly work on that your blog like you were just talking about to like try and make it more acceptable and like more audience friendly for like more people.
Right.
Which is really cool. And then, like, what we do is...
It's literally whatever we want.
Yeah, we said, fuck it.
Yeah. Like, I think there are two approaches. One is more conscious of the audience, and the other is less successful.
Yeah, you know, like, one's definitely going to prove to be more of a successful performer and an artist, and then we're going to be us.
Well...
That's really... It's neat. It's neat.
I think part of it for me, too, is, like... I think it's really cool when you find kind of what you are looking for or like what you're wanting to do, and then you can say, just be like, whatever, I'm just going to do it. Because that's what I do with so many of my blog posts, where I'm like today I was thinking about, I'm in the process of writing one about all the things I've learned from watching Naked and Afraid. And like, there's a lot of people that aren't going to understand it. But I get it.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
I totally get what you're saying. Like, from a musical standpoint, which is like 99% of what I'm able to talk about, I just started a band with a couple of guys, and our whole thing was like, yeah, man, let's talk about it. No, the point being is it's an important, you can't just, play in the garage the whole time. You need the audience, but it's about finding the right audience. Mm-hmm. And if you're doing something you care about and that you're interested in, that passion and that interest will hopefully, the idea is that it will transfer to an audience.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not writing like canned bullshitty, like today I went on a walk and dogs are cool. Like, I'm not saying that's what your blog is, but like,
it's exactly what
you're
my
writing
blog
about.
is.
I thought that was your song. I thought you were still on the band thing. Like that was one of your songs.
Yeah, dog walk is our next
Today
single.
I went on a walk.
52s-ish.
Parentheses. It was nice out.
We were on a walk.
And I saw a dog.
It's becoming just what Rock Lobster is all that is.
Yep.
Pretty much.
But anyway, you're clearly writing about the things that you are interested in, and this Naked and Afraid.
Oh,
There's
I'm
also
so
a
passionate.
naked dating show.
I know.
I was scrolling channels, and I was like, what the
I
fuck
watched
is
an
this shit?
episode of that.
I couldn't bring myself to watch it.
Naked and Afraid is
This
better.
is exactly what you expect it to be.
Naked and Afraid is better.
I haven't had cable in close to 2 years, so I didn't know that existed. But now that I moved back, I moved in with my dad, and he has cable. So I'm like, I was like, what the fuck is all of this bullshit? There's like nothing interesting on.
Dude, you need to watch Naked and Afraid ASAP. I don't know if you watched it
Right.
yet, but it's everything.
I
you
sort
never
of have an idea of the premise.
You have no idea.
So
You've never seen
Speaking
it.
of
the
Naked
one
and Afraid,
is it
let's,
the one
move
where-
on to your vlog, Sarah?
Oh God.
Can we? I would rather. All right, we're fine. It's cool. Let's move on. It's all right.
My vlog
So
is
what are you planning on doing on your vlog? It's in production right now, I guess. Like
kind
to
of. It's in
use
like
lingo that's way
pre-production.
Oh,
It's all about my second life as the Human Torch. No, it's not. Wouldn't that be cool?
Ooh. It's all about your life as a
Flame
ghost
on.
writer.
Yeah,
Writing for actual ghosts.
it's all about my life being in the Fantastic Four, which everyone thought was just Marvel. It's not.
Fucking real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my vlog, my actual vlog. So my premise for my vlog is going to be like a satirical haul video. Vlog, and I don't know if you guys know what haul videos are, and I'm not saying that in like a condescending way. A lot of people don't, but basically they're these videos where people buy a lot of shit and then they just show them, like they show all their stuff. So a lot of girls do it with like makeup. Like they'll be like, so I went to Sephora and I just needed to show you guys some of the things that I got. And basically it's like this entire first world population just showing people like the useless shit that they bought that they're like showing people on the internet. Like, there's people who buy, like 20 candles and then show them people, or people who are like, I just got back from the Bath and Body semi-annual sale and I gotta show you guys all the things that I have. And they show like 50 lotions and like sprays.
And this is like a wildly successful like genre of YouTube
Yeah,
video.
it's
isn't
crazy. It literally is show and tell on YouTube is what it is.
It blows my mind. Like it's one of the things. Like I hate to be one of those like curmudgeon-y old people, especially because I'm not old. I'm only 24.
Yeah.
So
Still curmudgeon-y, though.
Yeah.
very much so. So I try not to be that way, but like that's one of the things that I look to when I think like our society is going downhill.
That people are showing
Is
soap
that-
on the internet.
Yeah, and that's actually like super successful.
Yeah, and so my goal is to hopefully my name is going to be Holly Berry, which is going to be Hauly, and then Berry. And at the beginning of every episode, I'm going to distinguish the difference. Like, hey guys, like this is not the actress. I am not the actress Halle Berry. Like, I want to make that really clear. And then my goal is to just like do haul videos of like useless shit that no one like the one that I have that I was talking
Like
about.
just things out of the kitchen like drawer.
Yeah, I said I was gonna do one about
Had
like,
this for 17 years.
one like where I have gumballs that like because I went to Family Video and I wanted a free video and they're all like yellow gumballs and I'm like, so this one I got first and this is actually just like a yellow one and like showing it really close to the camera and then they're all just like the same thing. And then
That's fun.
and then doing ones of like I don't know what's in my garbage. Like I know you guys want to know, so I'm finally doing it, and it's actually like really gross stuff, like molded cheese and everything like that. And so I'm gonna do that. I kind of want to somehow incorporate having what I
To
call
act like you're famous before you actually are famous.
yeah. So anyway, like
Act like you have viewers before then.
So make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Thanks so much. Like my sister,
You should do the garbage one as the first episode. I know you've all been asking.
yeah, my sister had this really funny idea to do one where I say like, oh, I went to Ulta today and I have this huge haul and it's just a receipt and I'm like, yeah, I returned some stuff to Ulta today. Let me tell you about it. And it's just like a crumpled receipt. That was her idea, not my idea, and that was really funny. Like showing off a VHS collection, I feel like would be a really good one. And then I want to do
Like
board
shitty VHS movies.
yeah. There's also like this strange phenomenon called the outfit of the day, which girls do all the time with the hashtag OOTD, which stands for outfit of the day. I had to think about it. But like, and doing it with like what I'm wearing, like, hey guys, so this shirt is Target Morona. It's a men's 2XL, and it was $250. I got it yesterday in the clearance section, and then I don't know, just like showing off dumb shit like that. Because there are girls who are like, these shoes were $250, and they were from wherever, I don't even know, like Jeffrey Campbell or some shit. And then they just like show videos of them like walking in these shoes against like music that's not copyrighted. That's like, and they just show off their outfit. And I think it's really stupid because.
And these are also successful. Are these like the haul videos?
Yeah, and some of them
Oh,
I just like don't. I don't understand, and I also, not to get super real, but I also think that it, like, gives people watching this unfair perception of, like, what you should have, like, the things that you need to have, because it's like these girls who are probably 13 watching it and being like, oh, this girl went to Sephora and got $50 worth of makeup. Like, I need to go to Sephora and get $50 worth of makeup. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You need to go get a bar of soap and wash your face when you go to bed. That's what you need.
Life lesson
Irish Spring, check it.
from Holly Berry.
From Holly Berry, yeah. So it's not really, it's like I said, it's very...
Wait, the actress?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
She's on
shoot.
YouTube
I mean,
now.
no. So that's kind of in, like, really early stages right now, because I still am, like, working on what all equipment I need for it and stuff, and as you guys know, that takes a little research and a little bit of...
Fancy microphone,
Yeah,
maybe.
those fancy wrestler announcement microphones, but, so yeah, that's kind of...
Do you want to know the research Adam did for our microphones?
Good microphone.
Hey, Adam, we're gonna buy this. Like, it's on
Okay.
sale right now.
Yeah, I should have you
That's
guys...
all. That's what Adam did for
I'll hire
it.
you guys as my recruiters for my vlog.
My suggestion is talk to Alex so that he can tell you when to buy something.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want to have it where I film myself riding in my car, because I think that would be fun. That's all I have for that. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of those,
This
and
one's
I
in-
think that's incredibly stupid.
This one's going to be called
They're
Ride
driving. You like videos of people driving in cars. I think that's really stupid.
Okay, well, I'll
It's
come
like
to you
borderline
for support.
dangerous. No, I think it's like dangerous. Well, like I see a bunch of like here's where like people like I have a friend that like Snapchats constantly while she's in the car, and it's like always videos, and I was like, that you're going to die. Like
Well,
I think that phenomenon is dumb.
I'll counter it with this, is that it would be like a camera mounted to my car, not me like filming while I'm driving.
Okay,
Safety first.
I'm no
But that
I'm
is
no
dumb.
longer worried about your safety.
No, that is dumb. I totally agree with you. Like, I agree.
I back when I had a moped, I had this idea if to do like a little video series of like just driving up to a stoplight, hopping off, and like finding the person in the next car next door to me, because it's really easy to hop off of a moped, and like knocking on the window and then interviewing them until the light turns green, and then hopping back on. And
Yeah.
driving away.
That'd be fun.
It's like a Chinese fire drill interview.
Exactly,
Chinese fire drill with a purpose.
with a passion.
Yeah.
So we've talked about what you're doing currently, what you're about to do. Let's talk a little bit more long term. You're moving to Milwaukee, you said, to potentially pursue another move to Chicago.
Mhm.
So what are the big plans in Chicago? What's your 5-year plan, Sarah?
5-year plan is to eat every Triscuit in the world.
Whew!
Next!
That's a very big like pinky in the brain plan.
I would like to eat. My 5-year plan is to eat a lot of Triscuits. Get a Pomeranian. I don't know if. Yeah, you guys met Sophie. I don't want a Pomeranian. And
Sophie is adorable.
Sophie is adorable. Shout out Sophie, girl, you listen? Anyway, so my plan to move to Chicago. Yeah, definitely 5-year plan. Probably less than that. I am planning on going into sketch comedy and television writing. So when I'm in Milwaukee, I'm planning on taking some improv classes and possibly doing some stand-up. The more I look into that as kind of a forum for comedy. It's kind of hard though, like being a writer and then performing like your comedy in a way, and I'm sure the inverse would be fairly difficult too, to be a stand-up comic and then like write. I think that to go back and forth from them is kind of something you have to learn, because stand-up comedy is definitely like a craft, and it's something that people who do it and are good at it are like insane for doing it. But I'm really interested in like trying it, because I think that it's just like another way to do comedy and make people laugh, and that's just like my ultimate goal, is to just like be funny and make people laugh. And so that's kind of what my ultimate goal is, to get involved in that scene there, and then kind of like see where that takes me. Obviously there's like a lot of big dreams associated with that, but I kind of just take things as they come and like hope for the best and sort of just make like the smaller plans of like, oh yeah, I'm going to take an improv class and then hopefully that goes well and hopefully that leads to this and this, but that's my plan as of right now. Sounds pretty funny, doesn't it?
Star on the rise.
Star on the rise. This is my IMDb #1 thing.
Please don't post us on there.
Post it
I know you get to make that decision,
Editing.
but nobody will know.
Nobody will know. People will know.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of comedians do like the whole writing thing and then the stand thing. So I think it's probably like, it's a good plan. And what's that? What are you doing, Alex?
Oh God.
My water jug started to like drip water all over my calendar.
Oh, poor Jugs.
Oh my God, Jugs. Jugs in his jug.
But
Never seen them apart. Who's that coming down the street? Oh God.
It's just Jugs.
It's Jugs. I can see in the silhouette.
Here comes Jugs.
I want to write you a theme song so bad right now. Jugzz. There's two Z's. There's two Z's.
A lot of Jug.
All of this just because I wanted to be hydrated.
Jugzz. Is that Jugs walking towards me? Jugs. That's your theme song.
That's it.
Jugs was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
But there's no actual sitcom. It's just the intro. And it's just you walking in front of some bystanders on the street. And that's
A
it.
jug of water.
Yeah.
The jug of water.
And like,
Isn't that Jugs? Yeah.
and this
I
look
wonder
on
if
your
we're going to
face.
be on the show.
Dude, are we in the background of Jugs right now?
I think we're extras.
Hey, guy, did you catch me on Jugs last week?
I didn't sign a release. What do we do?
All the faces are blurred. In the back.
For the protection.
And then the credits roll and it's like blurry face number 1, blurry
Yeah.
face number 2,
Jug himself.
blurry face blurry face with
Jugs.
green shirt.
And then you always, like, somehow cast, like, some huge big name producer, like, produced by Steven Spielberg or something like that. And just see,
JJ.
Yeah.
Abrams.
yeah, see how many times you can do it before you, like, actually get in trouble.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, we've found out how quickly that shit happens.
Yeah, the Germans are on top of their shit.
Featuring Modern Family, Sofia Vergara, and you just hold a picture of her, and then you still credit her in it. Like, no, she's in it. She's in it, guys.
Playing himself, Jugs.
Jugs as himself.
Oh boy. I think we're going places
So-
with this one.
Then he,
I think that
Jugs has,
That's the perfect place to end.
Jugs has
that
a brother,
just about
Tugs.
wraps up this segment.
Tugs is a rope. Okay, I'm done.
Anyway, thank you, Sarah, for coming onto the podcast.
Absolutely.
Please, anyone listening, go to humanoctopus.com. That's right?
Yes, you can put a www on in front of it if you want.
http colon
Actually-
forward slash
Yeah, / right.
www.humanoctopus.ca.
Well,
It's a Canadian site. It's okay.
yeah. Oh, did we not mention that? Yeah, I'm in Canada right
That's pretty important.
now. Yeah. No, it's not. It's .com. People are going to think we're serious.
All right, I'm sorry. It's http colon / www.humanoctopus.com.
.com. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And also, we're looking forward to your vlog whenever that comes out,
Yeah.
called Hollyberry.
Yeah, that's
Tentatively.
name in progress. Now I'm really thinking about committing full time to Jugs, so. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be, you're gonna get a lot of viewers at first, And then not a lot of
Yeah.
viewers after they realize what it is.
Yeah.
And then a lot of disappointed, angry
Yeah.
YouTube comments.
A lot of disappointed 14-year-old guys that were just popping wheelies earlier, and all they wanted was to go home, see some.
Man, I just jumped up on the curb.
I just wanted to see some
I'm gonna go
TNA. What's this
on
shit?
YouTube and see some jugs.
This guy's just carrying a plastic jug around. Why are all those people's faces blurred out? This sucks. Yeah.
The fuck is this shit?
So yeah, it's .com.
.com. HumanOctopus.com. Whenever the vlog comes out, please watch that as well. And best of luck on your move to Milwaukee.
Thanks.
And then next stop, Hollywood.
Yeah.
By way of Chicago.
Next up, Chicago. But
Next stop, Stardom.
I might, yeah. Who knows? I might have to work at a restaurant that has the word Hollywood in it. So
You never know.
maybe it has Planet
Planet
in front of
Hollywood,
it.
everyone.
Oh, okay.
So much memorabilia.
Sounds.
It's gonna be great. Well, anyway, thanks, Sarah,
Thank you.
for this really strong push to the end of this segment.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you, Jugs.
And stay tuned, everyone, for segment 3, where we wrap up this episode and say goodbye for good.
So, barely the last episode.
Yeah.
Ever.
You guys are dying. Sorry. It's nice.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
So here we are, Alex. Segment 3 of Reunited, and it feels so meh.
My favorite
Quick
segment.
little wrap up. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My favorite segment.
My favorite segment, too, becoming more and more so. Mostly because it's fast.
Easy to edit.
Super easy. So that was Sarah Johnson. Like we said at the end of this last segment here, please read her blog, humanoctopus.com.
Check out her
Whenever-
vlog that's coming out.
Yeah, that's going to be soon, it sounds like, so please take a look at that also. She's a very, very, very funny individual, and she's an awesome person.
Yes,
so
very talented,
check
very funny.
her stuff out.
Probably the nicest things we've ever said to her.
Ever. So keep that in mind, everyone. I wish her the best of luck on her future endeavors, of course. Also wish us the best of luck for you listening to us. And you know what you can do to help that along the way is subscribe to our YouTube channel, Reunited, and it feels so ... meh on YouTube. Also, of course, listen.
That would help.
Yeah, like our Facebook page, Reunited, and it feels so meh. What else can I do, Alex?
Well, we have a Twitter thing that's not really happening right now, but it's there.
So don't worry about that.
It's there, I swear.
So we have a Twitter feed also, so if you'd like to follow us, you won't actually be following us because we don't tweet anything. But please follow us anyway. Alex, what is our twiddle handle?
I don't even think... Oh, it's Reunited Podcast.
Reunited Podcast on Twitter. Follow that, please. And maybe we'll get better at doing that.
Yeah.
Although we need listeners first.
Yeah, I think that's my project for the fall.
Gonna get right on it.
Yep. Real busy right now.
Also, we have yet to have any questions.
Well, that's not true. We've had a couple.
Yeah, but they were a long time ago.
That's true. We would love to have some more questions from our viewers.
So please leave a comment on our Facebook page, Reunited and It Feels So Meh, on any of our YouTube videos on Reunited and It Feels So Meh on YouTube, or email us at reunitedanditfeelssomeh@gmail.com. Please do any of that. And most importantly, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
As always, I am Alan.
And I'm Adam.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas.